Hello everyone, welcome. What's today? Saturday. Welcome back on this Saturday evening. I'm continuing my playthrough of Bravely Default 2. I've been on some leave for the last couple of weekends, so I've actually haven't streamed in a while. Actually, not entirely sure I remember exactly how to play this game. I've been playing a lot of Monster Hunter Rise in the meantime, and I've kind of forgotten what I've been doing and where I was busy lost. So, as with my previous streams, I think a good place to start would be just to... Let's start off with the travelogue and replay the last cutscene so that we can get an idea of where we are and what is actually happening. So the longer story in chapter 2 is with us going back to town. We realized that two of Elvis's friends were under some kind of a mind spell, thinking that their dead daughter was still talking to them from beyond the grave and making them do random things. We successfully defeated the demons-ish things, devils that were trying to manipulate them. All of them being some kind of a picture thing, or picto something, or drawing something, which inevitably led us to thinking that the main enemy is probably a picto monster of some kind, which I'm guessing is one of the asterisks that we will be unlocking as well. So the last session ended like this.
Spares broken? Those fools had barely started making themselves useful! But never mind, I've got plenty of paint already. It won't be long before my masterpiece is complete! I just wish people would stop getting in my way! There! No one can stop me now! Time to apply the finishing touches and dazzle the world!
Right, okay, so it seems that... So I'm really sorry that I was late to stream. Not that I'm not sure if anybody's actually watching tonight, but I was slightly late to the stream because the boom arm that was holding my mic broke, so my setup is a little bit impromptu at the moment. I'm seeing a lot more activity on my mic than there should be, which means that either the location or the unplugging and replugging has definitely messed with something in my OBS, but I will do my best and just continue on. So, we need to head back to the Treetop Tower. Essentially, one of the characters that we encountered early on in the chapter is also under the influence of this creepy little painting girl. And now that I have saved Roddy and Lily, we are heading back to him to see if we can actually help him out. So previously I was running a build which was effective for farming. It also made fights quite easy. What I've done now, or what I was planning to do, was to change my builds into something more useful and more balanced. Because effectively at the moment everybody is freelancer monk, so that I can basically spam Focal Blast and Pressure Point. The reason why I do this is that Focal Blast allows me to also reduce a random stat, and Pressure Point does massive amount of damage ignoring physical defense and default status, which means that together with my... where's the ability now? together with this, which I do believe is currently triggered on level 12, even though I'm guessing we can unlock the jobs to 15 like we could in the previous games. It's counting them as mastered at the moment. So effectively I'm getting a massive stat boost by having these players. Where's my attributes? I'm getting a massive stat boost because of the jobs that they have, which means I'm doing 4,000 to 5,000 damage per pressure point, which is letting me breeze through a lot of battles. But I think what I will do instead, is rather than spend my time on the stream sorting that out, I need to experiment with some builds because I don't really have an idea of what's going on. Ooh. Any mother would want to see their child again, even if it wasn't real, which isn't to say I'm not grateful that you snapped me out of it. Mona wouldn't have wanted us to turn our backs on the real world, even if fantasy did seem better in its way. Okay, I'm quickly gonna hand in the side quests. I didn't want to do that while I was playing off stream, mainly because I wasn't sure if there's gonna be a cutscene as soon as I head back into town, so I figured let's not risk it. Since I'm trying to do the recordings as ooh, new quest.
Hey, we brought...
Ah, that's great. Thank you.
Thank me when the job's done. Speaking of which, shall we get started?
Wowzers. Where did you learn to fix tents like that, laddie?
I used to be a sailor, so I was always climbing up and down masts, repairing sails. I learned how to patch and oil them pretty good. It may seem like a small thing, but out at sea, it can make all the difference. My shipmates used to call me the lifesaver.
Gosh.
It's a little different now, though. These days, it's my friends saving my life instead.
You're far too modest. Perhaps you do put your life on the line rather too eagerly, but I wouldn't be here if it weren't for you. You give me courage. The courage to continue fighting.
Thanks, Gloria. That means a lot.
It does? Well, I was merely stating a fact.
If you say so. But thanks. Anyway, enough chatting. Let's get these repairs finished up, huh?
Oh, this isn't a quest, this is if I want to go into the sewers. No, I do not want to go into the sewers, thank you. Continue with the main quest. Okay, now I need to remember how to climb these trees to get to where I want to go. There we go.
No sign of Galahad. Nope. Can't see him lurking anywhere.
But this was where you saw him, in front of the tower.
Yeah. Everything was fine until we asked him to let us inside, and then he went crazy and attacked us.
Well, I certainly never told him to guard it. I wonder who did.
So, if he's not here anymore, do you think whoever's been telling him to guard things willy-nilly's maybe sent him off to guard something else?
Could be. Oh, I just hope he's all right.
Aye, me too.
Perhaps he hasn't been sent elsewhere. Something tells me he might be inside.
Well, let's go find out, shall we? And of course it's another dungeon. Okay, in that... Wait, what did I press now? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm gonna skip this. And too many party chats, but I was pressing the wrong button because I've been playing other games for too long. Okay, so what I did just want to make sure is that based on the abilities... Bare Knuckle Brawler definitely needs to be in place. Mug, Magpie. Okay, so Rob Blind is the 2 items at once and 25% of stealing. So I just need somebody with Divining Rod so that I can find all the treasures. And there is literally 1 treasure in here. And I'm guessing it's going to be the one that has that key. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do.
This is gonna be fun.
Another foe vanquished. Hardly worth the bother.
Okay. No treasure chests here. Can't seem to move through that. That seems to be where I want to go, which means I don't want to go there immediately. And trees in this way. Can't get through. Fantastic. Okay, so let's go up the other stairs first. Standard RPG tactics. Don't go where the signs tell you to, so that you can find the treasures first. Okay, wait, now is this actually, does this go to the same place? Did they bamboozle me? Yes, they've bamboozled me. Fantastic. Okay. Never mind then. So, okay. So this one has 2 chests apparently. Ooh, there's a chest and there's a chest, but I can't get to either of those, so. I'm still very impressed with the way that these levels are designed. My biggest complaint still is that for some of the levels, they just rely on you having to run around and backpack way too much. Can't get through there, can't get through there. That's interesting, but I'm also not seeing stairs down there, so... Those signs at the base of the stairs, are they important? Do they tell me something about where I am and where I'm going? A nasty surprise.
Easy peasy.
Oh
Here
wow.
I go.
Do I know what these things are? I do not. Interesting. Let's examine one and see.
Let me at him.
Let me see.
Okay, wait. So, let's just do it that way.
Brace yourselves.
I'm up, huh? Get ready!
Come and get it. I've got a little something for you.
You rang? You'll like this one. Alrighty, let's press on, eh?
Okay, Earthbreaker. Nice. So, what I've been doing in boss fights is just... I've been keeping the same builds, but I've been swapping out the abilities. Just to make it... either make myself stronger or just more survivability, because the big thing that I get with current build is I get a lot of items. I can steal items constantly, I get increased rare drops. When farming for job points, I switch to specific skills for the job points as well, so I tailor make everything for whatever my main focus is. Where is that last chest? What am I missing? I feel like I'm missing something obvious. One of the previous rooms had... One of the previous dungeons had hidden rooms. Now I'm wondering if I'm not missing a hidden room somewhere. That looks like a new enemy.
We must make the most of this opportunity.
Oh, creepy
You rang?
slug minotaur thingies. It's weird.
Let me at him! Let's go!
I'm up, huh? Yeah, I got another one.
Brace yourselves!
Looks like we did it!
It's nothing I don't deserve.
Man, you're so full of yourself. I am very confused about the layout of this. Oh, wait. Can I? No, I can't. It kind of looks like you can, but then no. It nopes you out. So, I mean, thinking about these dungeons, I'm guessing what I would have liked to see more of is probably just more puzzles and not just, and less mazes. It feels like a lot of these dungeons are just very heavily maze-like. I having to constantly run around trying to figure out where I need to go, but there's not really much more than that. I suppose this is leaning into the old classic style of doing the dungeons. I mean, the whole point of the Bravely series has always been that they are trying to mimic the RPGs of days past. So it's probably an intentional game design, which I can't really fault them for, even if I don't entirely agree with it anymore. Right. Oh, I probably should have changed my no, there wasn't a save point. Usually I get a save point before a boss battle. There we go. I'm wondering now. No! That's not what I wanted to do. I keep pressing the wrong button. It's minus, not plus. There we go. 26, 40, 20, 26. Let's use this one. Oh, I did not see that enemy there. Fantastic.
This'll be a walk in the park.
Very well.
Yeah, let's just do that.
What's the plan? Don't take it personally.
Get it! All right.
What I should be doing.
Oh! Another one bites the dust.
Oh, there's more of them.
Let me try this massage.
All right then. Yeah, I've got another one.
You rang? Plenty more where that came from.
Let me see.
This is going to hurt.
Looking good, guys.
And ooh, right. So nothing here, but a bunch of chests on that floor. So what I actually do think I'm going to do, I said I'm not going to be manipulating these things too much because I don't know how terribly exciting that is on the stream. But what I've been doing is yes, attacks all enemies at full power. So I've been using indiscriminate rage and roar power and no. What's it? That's MP. Drain attack. Restores amount of HP based on damage inflicted with the attack. So this has been keeping me happily farming and letting me run through just through battles at a ridiculous pace. And thanks to drain attack, I keep getting my HP back, making it a very useful combo. I'm sure there are actually, I feel like there are other skills that I tend to use as well when just trying to run through the cheap mobs. Okay. I'm still so very, very lost.
We have the upper
So
hand.
the nice thing that raw power gives me is it increases my attack based on the
You rang?
number of times that I brave,
Oh! Another one bites
Did
the
you see
dust.
that? I'm amazing.
which is very useful if I can attack everyone at once. That's where I came up from, yes. So this is where I want to go. Oh man, so confusing. I actually think that monster was one I don't have the info for. I probably should have fought it. Oh man. I'm not really going for 100% completion. I'm pretty sure that, as with most of these games, there will eventually be a chance for me to replay certain levels. So I probably don't need to stress about it too much. Not so sure it's nasty for me.
This'll be a piece of cake.
Yeah.
Here I go. Yeah!
Why does she not have the... I messed something up with her attacks.
Sorry. Don't take it personally. All right.
Yes, I did. I need to check her abilities again.
Ready for this! Plenty more where that came from.
Too easy.
Let me double check what I did wrong. Longinus. Interesting. Oh, I didn't change hers. Wonderful. I think the other ability that I've been using was Revenge, which is useful in useful if I'm actually fighting a boss fight, because I can get some of my BP back that way. The other one that is very useful, no, not that one. Oh, Beast Whisperer is useful if you play with a Beast Master, because it gives you a whole bunch of creatures that you randomly 30% chance, I think, to 30% chance of capturing them when you defeat them, which makes it easy to release them again. I keep pressing a button to try and run, but I'm already running. And I keep accidentally knocking my my impromptu mic stand, which is probably not going to sound great on the stream or the recording. I'm guessing this is going to be just before a boss fight. So, let's see how well this goes. Interesting. Actually, you know what? Let's tent first, just in case. This might not be in front of a boss fight, since there seems to be some normal enemies first. Oh, yeah, boss fight. Okay. Do I want to change any of my abilities? Do I want to change any of my builds? Or am I just going to... What I am maybe going to do is I don't need... Oh, Ray Talent is nice though. More power. What I don't need... I don't need Indiscriminate Rage necessarily. So what I am going to do is I'm going to swap those. Revenge. Raw power, Indiscriminate Rage. Yeah, Revenge is 25% chance on hit. And then let's see how it goes. I'm still playing on casual, so it should be easy, I'm hoping.
It's Galahad.
Don't worry. I understand. I won't let anything bad happen. I promise. I give my life to protect you. I'll die before I let you get hurt again.
Thank you, Galahad.
Another painting.
Protect you. Protect you. Protect. Protect. protect...
Roddy.
Aye. Makes sense. He really cared about her too.
What, about Mona, you mean?
Yes. And he was there when the accident happened. He said he couldn't forgive himself for not being able to save her.
Please, Galahad, protect me.
I will. Of course I will. I won't let anything bad happen to you ever again.
Yes, you have to protect me. You have to save me.
This is so very creepy.
I'll never let you hurt Mona. Never! I will protect her! Protect! 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 Protect!
Right, let's see.
Right. So, Pictomona, Pictobeleth, Galahad. Yeah, I got all of them. So,
Very well.
You rang?
Let me at him!
What's the plan?
We stand firm for now.
Come and get
I'm
it!
up, huh?
You rang? You better be ready for this.
doing it wrong again. Apparently, I haven't. Right? No, no. What am I doing? Okay, there we go. So, first thing is to invigorate, then to focal blast. But for now, then I'm going to pressure point and pressure point.
Good. You like this way? Let's do this. You've done for bow.
To arms.
Okay, so that means... Yeah, that seems about right. So, she needs to rest one more time.
Let me
And then same story. Invigorate. Focal blast on him. And then pressure point and pressure point.
I've got a little something for you. Air for impact. I've got a little something for you.
Here I go.
Yeah! This will shut you up. Get ready! Let's see how you deal with this.
No! Stop! Mona's suffered enough! I must protect her! Protect! Protect! Protect!
So weird. It's so creepy. Okay, invigorate. Focal blast. Galahad. Pressure point.
I call upon the power. Ready or not. Here I go. Ready or
So, yeah, that's a lot of stuff. Oh, he's got counter. When did that happen? Okay, so...
Take a step back.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. He's not actually hitting me.
Wait for it.
Brace yourselves. You like this one?
I'm sorry, Mona.
You cannot torture yourself any longer.
I just keep getting stronger.
Keep wondering if there's items that I should be stealing from these bosses. I might be missing out on some interesting stuff. Shield Master. Keep allies safe from harm with protective techniques and equipment. Bodyguard will step in and take damage, automatically adopting the default stance. Reprisal for 5 turns, 50% of any damage received by the user will be inflicted on the attacker. Interesting. That seems quite useful.
Galahad!
Oh, thank goodness he's breathing.
Had me worried there for a second, pal.
Leave him with us. You lot need to go on ahead and get the crystal.
We'll come after you as soon as we can. Well, if you're sure.
Not like I needed you anyway. Right, so now the big question was not abilities, attributes, abilities. Let's just quickly get Divining Rod back. But I don't think there were any more chests here. Oh, there's probably gonna be more dungeon before the boss fight. Oh, no, maybe not. I should probably heal up. Let's see. Just, oh, I've got so many potions. And then mini ethers as well. Because why not? I have so many of them. And do I need to update anybody's equipment for anything? You know what? I think I'm just gonna leave it for now. That's fine. And then no chests here, so abilities. Let's just get. What am I missing now? Ray talent for ray drops. There we go.
There it is! The Earth Crystal! That's 2 down. What the? Ah! Damn it!
What's the matter?
I think I've been poisoned.
What? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. No big deal.
So the crystal was a trap, and we walked right into it.
Is everyone all right? What happened?
The crystal, it was a fake.
What? Then where's the real one?
Hold on, everyone. The book's at it again.
Creepy book.
Here, let me give you this painting. It will make you feel better about everything.
Please, Galahad. You have to protect me.
Mona, I'm so sorry. It's all my fault. Oh, Mona.
Galahad, listen. I'm hiding in the tower because some bad people are coming. You have to keep them away from me. You have to protect me.
Of course, Mona. Of course I'll protect you. Protect you. Protect you. Protect.
What a super creepy laugh. I feel like that's gonna give me nightmares.
What in the name of all that's holy was that?
Well, it's a bit of a long story.
So it was a vision of the past, eh? Who knew Lady Emma had a book that could do something like that? Anyway, what we saw just now, it rang a bell. I think that girl's the one who gave me my painting too.
Aye, same here.
Then I guess we finally know who's behind all this.
But using paintings to control people? That's quite the specialized technique, eh? I smell asterisks.
Well, asterisk user or no, we've found our culprit. All we need to do now is track her down.
Roddy,
What is it, Hen?
that lassie we saw just now. I think I've seen her before. Painting pictures around town.
Interesting. I was just thinking I'd seen paintings like that here and there myself.
You think they might have something to do with all this?
Seems likely. Everything else has been tied to them after all.
Then we had better go and investigate further.
Oh, wow. 3 party members. That's crazy. Oh, poisoned. Wait. There are items for that. Thank you. So, back to town. I feel like there was... Ooh. Is this now quick travel back down? Right. Where does this go? The middle of the dungeon, I'm guessing. And I'm guessing I was at the start. Yes, I was at the start. Damn it. Right. Not confusing at all. Painting. I'm still trying to find the lost chest in this area. Wait. How did I just run back in there? I wasn't even close to the door. I'm confused now. Oh. Is that what we're doing now? Getting rid of paintings so that she can come out. Of course, yes. Ooh, new stuff in the store. At least it looks like I have everything, so that's fine. Now let's figure out how do I get to all these paintings that I want to destroy. Ooh, I forgot to get my boat back. man, there's a lot of treasure. I feel like I'm getting a lot more than I usually do. Okay, is that everything? I'm really enjoying this game's music. Ooh, that's a new one.
Looks like this is the last.
A door?
And it looks like it leads to the branches of the great tree.
Well, only one thing for it. In we go.
And hopefully now I can get that lost little hidden chest. Lost chest that they didn't want to tell me about. Yes! Ah, finally. I've been running around in this area looking for that chest for so long. I'm coming with you, I'll do my best to help. I need to know what's going on. I'm not doing this for me or my family, I'm doing this for Wiswald. No, wrong person. I'm not afraid, whatever happens from here on, I'm ready for it. Are you though? Oh wow, that's a nice view. I feel like there's more to it though. Unless it's a nice area to take photos, I'm guessing. Right, okay. So I don't know if this is going to be another dungeon or not, so let's just do another quick save. Let's see what happens. Damn it, I keep knocking the mic. Been boom armless for an hour and I'm already hating it. Oh wow. She painted the
Judging by
trees.
all the artwork, I'd say we found our culprit.
Look, there's something written here.
Not one good thing has ever happened to me. My parents were rich, but they showed me no affection, no love. I spent my entire childhood all alone in our big house. Even when I went out, I hated everyone I met. They were ugly and stupid. The world was ice cold, deep blue.
It's the story of somebody's childhood.
Aye. And not a very nice one by the sounds of it. Plenty of money, but not much else. Which is all very tragic and everything, but calling people ugly and stupid, that's a bit much, no?
Yeah. Sounds like whoever wrote it had a pretty low opinion of others. Or a high opinion of themselves.
Was thinking the same. If everyone around you is ugly and stupid, they are probably not the problem. Ooh, that was a nice effect. I quite like that. I was very much caught off guard. Oh, I should probably at least check. Let me just skip this one again. I should probably at least check if there are chests in this area. Ah, that's the wrong ability. That's the one I want. 4 chests. There we go.
Look, more writing.
My life really began the first time I picked up a paintbrush. I knew straight away that I was special. I could paint whatever I wanted. Of course, no one understood my gift. Either that or they were jealous of it. No one appreciated me. No one even tried to appreciate me. I had this magnificent talent and no one to share it with. I became angry. Very angry.
Well, whoever this is certainly isn't lacking in ego.
But can you imagine? Finally discovering something that brings you joy, only for your life to remain as miserable as ever. I can certainly sympathize with their frustration.
Oh! So weird. Ooh, I gotta fight this thing. I need to know what it is. It looks cool.
Let's put the boot in!
Ooh. That is a nice design. A Wizzy! And a bullet and oh, that's a lot of stuff that I need to examine. Oh, one back. Examine. 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 And I can increase the speed, battle speed again a little bit. Cool.
Oh man, get it!
Right,
No.
let's see. Alrighty! Another one bites the dust. That'll do nicely. Another one bites the dust.
We must not grow complacent.
That was a piece of cake. Ooh yeah!
Oh, man, this is such a huge party now. This is like, it's very confusing. I'm wondering now if these chests are hidden somewhere.
Asterisk has made me happy. The traveler who gave it to me, she also gave me hope. She was so beautiful. Now, at last, my paintings move people. Literally. I can make them do whatever I want. Now my talent can't be ignored. It burns bright red, the red of excitement, the red of joy!
So they got the asterisk from some wandering woman, eh?
Didn't the same thing happen to Prince Castor?
You're right.
What is it, Gloria?
The blue paint came from the Institute of Magical Inquiry, and the yellow paint came from the forest. But where did this red paint come from?
Yeah, good question. Anyway, something about this picture is making me feel weird.
Aye, me too. Best press on, eh?
Thinking these chests are all... Oh, no, maybe not. Thought maybe they were all hidden behind paintings on doors or areas that I can't see.
We'll wipe the floor with them.
Do
Here I
I
go.
have those? Nope, I need to check those as well. Yep.
Let me at 'em!
Let me see.
Your tail is another foe. We must not break another foe
Oh,
vanquished.
what's next? I wonder. Another one bites the dust.
Hardly worth the bother.
Okay. Whoa, that is a creepy amount of red paint.
Are those flowers?
But what are they doing here? There isn't any sunlight. Oh, my.
corpses.
They've all had their throats cut. The blood makes it look like flowers from a distance. But there isn't actually that much blood. I don't think these people were killed here.
So this is the source of the red paint.
These people were all from Wiswold. I knew some of them. This is awful. She killed all these people just for their blood?
She's a monster.
We'll come back and bury them later. For now, I think we have to push on.
Right, as if she wasn't creepy enough. Really? No hidden chests, no items, no nothing. Ooh. Okay, but that's not where I want to go. Is it? Oh, maybe. Right, so I see 2 chests, which means I definitely missed one somewhere. And this is single chest. Okay, so let's just give the previous area a quick once over again, just to make sure that I didn't miss anything super obvious. There's nothing here. There's nothing here. Nothing there. Nothing there. Nope. Nope. That looks like another creature I don't have yet, so let me check that.
Ha! Let's strike while the iron's hot. I'm up, huh? Yeah!
You rang? Face the dust. That'll do nicely. Face the dust. That'll do nicely.
Let me at him!
Sorry,
pal. All right.
We aren't done here yet. All right, then. Sorry. Don't take it personally. Sorry. Don't take it personally.
To feel like a warrior.
Oh wow, that's a lot of booster buns. That is quite useful. I really thought this is gonna be one, but buttons aren't doing anything. Nothing else opening up here. Nope, 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 nope. And then unless there's something in between the corpses, but I can't actually go in. Can I go? Oh, I can't go in. No, not there. And that was the first chest that I opened. And this was... Oh! Enemy? Oops.
Not the best start.
Let me at him!
All right.
Sorry, pal.
All right. Did you see that? I'm amazing.
Man, these guys give a lot of booster buttons. I need to come farm this area. Nothing there. Nothing here. Nothing there. There we go. I did miss something obvious. Okay. Actually, while I'm busy, since I want to avoid enemies, this is just basically because I don't actually want them running my way accidentally. Even though they usually tend to run away from me, now they actually aren't doing that. So maybe this... Maybe I'm not better off using this. If they were gonna run away from me in any case, then apparently this is gonna make dodging them actually slightly harder. Switch this back to revenge and then save, because I suspect boss fights I've next. Another thing that I really wish you could do with this game was save different loadouts. I would have loved to be able to very quickly switch between this is a farming setup, this is a boss battle setup, and whatever.
Stop that right now! I said stop it! Put the brush down!
Will you be quiet? I am trying to focus here. How dare you disrupt my flow?
That is going to be some
You
crazy
made me fear
demon.
already? Fine. Hi, I'm Folly.
Never mind who you are. We want to know what exactly you've been up to, and why.
Why? Well, that part's easy enough. I am an artist. And even idiots like you must understand that an artist must make art.
That's not what I'm asking, and you know it. How does that explain why you had to go and manipulate us like that? Why you had to kill all those people?
Oh, really? Okay, I'll try to explain using simple words. You know what primary colors are, yes? Blue, red, and yellow? You mix them to make all the others. Well, ordinary paints just won't do for a visionary of my caliber. So I had to get creative. I started thinking, and the first thing I realized was that this world is full of brainy types. I thought, surely one of them has the means and the materials to mix me up the blue that I need.
What? You're trying to tell me that's why you messed with my head?
You clever! That is exactly what I'm trying to tell you. And I must say, you did a splendid job. Who could have imagined what a wonderful hue you'd make, melting and melding all of those metals? Then there was the yellow. For that, I just had to use the earth crystal I got from Musa to make enough trees appear.
You were involved with the theft of the crystals.
Involved, yes, but it wasn't just me. There were a few of us. From Savalon, Heimdall, all over the place. All of boys with our asterisks invading Musa together. It was quite good fun, actually.
Fun?
Yes! Almost as much fun as when I killed all those brain boxes to make the red paint I needed. It really was a shade to die for. All the magic they work with up at the Institute must do something to their blood. Anyway, it was a lot of work. But the good news is, my masterpiece is almost complete!
You did all that just for a painting?
Just for a painting. How dare you! Art is the most important thing in the world! Creators must be allowed to create! And don't think I've had it easy. I had to kill Mona to get ready to make my blue paint for me, and then Lily started getting in the way, so I had to send her off to the forest!
You killed Mona. But I thought it was an accident.
That? No! You saw the little trap I laid using the fake crystal, didn't you? Mixing the poison in with the paint for that was trivial for someone of my talents. But do you know what is even easier? Mixing in a little fiery surprise.
No! How could you?
You're sick. You mixed it in with the paint, eh? Very clever.
Clever? Elvis, this is no time to be... Wait. Are you okay?
I'm fine. I've just realised something is all. That thing they say about pure rage making people strangely calm. It's true.
Elvis?
This one's not about asterisks or crystals or any of that. This one's about revenge, pure and simple. It's payback time! What the... Where am I?
I am that which nurtures, which supports, which strengthens. Hear me. I am Earth, the ground beneath made crystal. And now you shall receive my blessing.
Oh, my turn, is it? But why now? And what's the Earth Crystal doing picking me?
I would guide you, show you the true path.
Oh, you would, eh? Well, I'm alright, thanks. I already know what I've got to do. And once it's done, I'll be getting right back to hunting for asterisks.
What is this purpose that stirs you so?
Some old friends need my help. And when a friend's in need, you drop everything and go running, eh? Oh, that's just how it is.
And would you stray from the path you have chosen, for new friends also, were they to have need of your aid?
Aye, of course I would. I want to know what Lady Emma's book says, but there's no rush. I can look into that anytime. And what's a bit of knowledge when the people you care about need your help?
Very well. Though you know that to choose such a path might lead to sorrow and hardship.
What can you do, eh? That's just the way it is. And what's the point in sweating the details? Sometimes you just have to knuckle down and do what's right.
Oh, the music was so fun. Why does it have to stop?
Ho-ho! That's me blessed. Which I suppose makes me a hero of light now. Well, it's a big responsibility, but I'll do my best to live up to the name.
What are you wittering on about? Actually, who cares? You'll be dead in a moment. Yes, that's right. My talents are to be rewarded with the ultimate accolade at last. My masterpiece is to be given the gift of life.
And how many deaths will that life have cost, eh? I'm not letting you keep hold of that asterisk a moment longer. It's time you paid the price for what you've done. To my friends, and to my homeland.
I have just had the most wonderful flash of inspiration. I've used your blood to put the finishing touches on my mural. Yes, it will be utterly wonderful, utterly unique. Prepare to be sacrificed for the sake of art.
Want to see what I can really do? Alrighty, I've got this. It's time to go all out. See? I've got my uses.
And on and on.
Okay, so. Ooh.
Here I go. I'll give it all I got. All right. This isn't over yet.
Let me see.
I'm up, huh?
Immune berserk, immune confusion, resist up, resist up, resist up. Okay. Doesn't seem to have done anything really.
Stand firm for now.
Oh!
You rang?
Ow. The painting can cast spells? That is not great.
Take a step back.
I'll sit this one out.
Very well.
Yes, more!
I hope this holds.
Ready or not? Here I go! Give them no quarter!
How could I lose against such artlessness?
Serves you right after what you did to my pals.
OP strategy. I probably need to switch the difficulty of the game up. Although I do kind of want to run through it quick because it's been taking me a while to play. Pictomancer. Specialize in paint-based attacks that upset the enemy to the party's advantage. Disarming Scarlet is reduced physical attack by 10%. Disenchanting Mauve. Reduce some target's magical attack. Okay, so it's a debuff class.
My masterpiece!
Looks like it's all about to come tumbling down.
How do we get out of here?
Huh? Is that? Over there!
I was just wondering if I actually
My
grabbed it.
masterpiece? It's all that I have. It's all that I am. All the hours I spent. All the paint I used. All the lives I took. I can't walk away from it now. I'll never paint anything like it ever again. But wait. I feel something. A new kind of beauty. These cracks. They're veins leading down to the beating heart of the earth. Yes. I see it now. I can't look away. How can I look away from such beauty?
Creepy! I am actually gonna have nightmares from the storyline.
Looks like we all get out in one piece, huh? What's the matter?
That kid, I think it was.
Kid? What kid? What are you on about?
Nothing. Forget it.
Roddy, about what happened to Mona, I really hope you can forgive me one day.
None of this was your fault, Galahad. And besides, Mona was the last person to hold a grudge. She had a smile for everyone. Even for me, when I was too busy to go home.
Well, that's why I sent her to the Institute that day. She was so looking forward to seeing her dear Da.
Aye, Mona was a ray of sunshine, sure enough. And I think it's safe to say she'd be smiling now, seeing us all back, safe and sound. In fact, I'm sure of it.
Listen, I just want to thank you all for everything you've done. Are you sure you need to leave right away? We'd love it if you could stay a little longer.
Sorry, old pal. This book won't decipher itself.
Aye, I suppose you're right. Sorry I couldn't help you with that, by the way.
Nonsense! You've far bigger fish to fry now you're the boss man here in Wiswald.
I have, eh? I'll make sure the place is looking its best by the time you come home. That's a promise.
I'll be holding you to that.
Did Roddy tell you? All the children who lost their parents are going to come and live at the Institute.
Aye. It's going to be a wee bit lively around the place for a while, but that's how Mona would have wanted it.
You're not wrong there.
Oh, before I forget, there was a wee something we wanted to give you for the journey, you know. It's a natter ring, so we can still have a chat even when you're far away. Give us a shout any time. We'll always be glad to hear from you.
Hoo-hoo! Talk about convenient. This is bound to come in handy.
So, have you decided where you're headed next?
Foley mentioned a kingdom by the name of Rheimdall. That will be our next port of call.
Won't be an easy journey. The road there goes through the Wayward Woods. Be careful out there, all right?
Will do, Roddy. Ugh. It's not easy saying goodbye, is it?
Aye, I know. But you'll be seeing us again soon, I'm sure.
That we will. Alrighty, let's get moving.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, any new quests? Nope. Cool. Right, so heading through the woods. Ah. So these woods are one of the areas that I tried exploring earlier but couldn't get through. Wait, where did I walk in now? Ooh, that was a helpful hint indeed. So using my Asper attack will actually hurt me if I hit undead with it. I did not realize that.
This must be the Wayward Woods.
Yep. So stick to the path, okay? If you don't, we'll never find our way out. People have been losing their way in here for as long as anyone can remember. And none of them ever made it home.
Have you been here before, Adele?
Oh, maybe once or twice on my way to Rheimdall.
You have visited Rheimdall too?
A while back, yeah. Anyway, we need to get moving. Stick together, everyone, and try not to get lost.
And now, of course, I need to double check because they are going to be treasures. So let's Divining Rod again. Then I'm guessing there's going to be more farming than anything else. So let's do Indiscriminate Rage again. And Raw Power. So, Raw Power, and wait, I've lost my space. There we go. Indiscriminate Rage, Rare Talent, Raw Power, Rare Talent, Raw Power, Indiscriminate Rage, Indiscriminate Rage. 2 chests. There we go. Now, I'm guessing there's going to be nothing in the starter area.
There's no way we're losing this one.
Whoa! What the what? Okay, I don't know what any of these things are.
Okay then. All right. Sorry, pal.
Too easy.
Is this where I started? It seems to be. That seems like an area I can't run into. And of course, nasty surprise.
This is gonna be fun.
Right, let's see. You better be ready for this.
Ooh, I don't actually know what these things are.
To arms! Another foe vanquished.
Too easy.
So, the other thing that I should probably be doing is leveling the other jobs, but I think I'm going to do those off stream again, because the strategy that I have with the one high level monster that I'm farming means it only takes me about 30 minutes to max a job, so I think that should be fine. Another one that I can't go through. That's where I want to go apparently, so I'm still looking for the last chest. And here I thought the mist is always going to loop me back into a weird place. So that means there are actually spots that I should have gone into, but I didn't, which may have given me stuff. Oh, enemy. Lovely.
We'll not even break a sweat with this one.
I sometimes wonder why I miss these enemies. Is it just that I'm really not looking at what I'm doing?
Here I go. I'm all set. All right. Who's next?
Did you see that?
My powers grow
amazing.
yet greater.
Right, so sometimes it loops me, sometimes it doesn't. Interesting. So I think I went up here before, which seemed to loop me around. Man, really? I'm pretty sure I was complaining about these mazes like an hour ago. Self-portrait. Interesting item. Okay.
This'll be a piece of cake.
Will it? Really though?
I'm up, huh?
Irminsul.
Yeah!
Oh, yeah, no, that thing is weak.
Let's see. Alrighty! Nicely. Where that came from. Everyone okay?
All hands on deck.
To arms.
Well, what's next, I wonder?
Ow.
Where that came from. Did you see that? I'm amazing.
As if his ego wasn't big enough. And now, to top it off, he has become a hero of light as well. Damn it, did this really just take me back to the... Man, oh man, oh man. That's why they say don't... Nah. Okay. don't want to miss anything interesting in these dungeons, that's the problem now. I can always come and explore them again. My biggest worry is always that they design a level in such a way that I can't return to it. Which shouldn't ever be the case. At least I would expect it to be, but you never know. Oops. Thought I could run past.
We'll not even break a sweat with this one.
I'm going all in!
All right, on to the next one. Sorry, pal.
Oh, did you underestimate us?
There's a chest over there. You know what? I'm gonna come back for the chests. I started the stream late because of my mic issue, but I don't wanna... I don't want to finish up too late tonight, but I do want to at least try and finish my 2-hour. Ooh.
Well, well, we don't see you around here often. To what do we owe the pleasure?
I'm here to report on the experiment in Wisward. It was a great success.
You mean your little dalliance with the dead?
The very same. Now I must leave. Farewell. But wait. There is something I've been wanting to ask you.
Go on.
Why did you give me that asterisk? Why did you make me attack Musa?
Because it helped the Lord Commander, of course. Why? Do you have a problem with that?
No. But there's something I want you to understand. I only do what I want to do. I hope that's clear. Now, I must be leaving.
Huh.
That is weird and creepy. I'm beginning to think that's the theme of this game, is weird and creepy. Which is very much at odds with the cartoony style of graphics. I don't remember the first 2 games being this dark. What did I want to do now? Right, map. So here I'm going to find a whole bunch of new enemies, which for now I will probably not end up spending a lot of time attacking. For now I am more curious in continuing the storyline. So, oh, that's not the town that I'm looking for? Right. Okay, so what is this? Okay, this is a town though. Inderno. Okay. nasty wee injury a little while back, but thanks to the good folk, I was back on my feet in no time. Wanted to live anywhere else. Warmth of the people, utterly unique. They're all mad for me cooking too. This music is giving me the creeps though.
Sure, it's a terrible situation altogether, Mr. Mayor.
How is old Glyn? Our prayers are with him, poor fella.
You're kind indeed, all of you. Worrying about me little brother so. I'm away to find me some loon clover. A sprig or two is sure to bring him back from his little journey into Dreamland.
Well then, you'll not object to us tagging along to help, I hope. You've done so much for us over the years, after all.
Thanks, truly. But the place where it grows is always crawling with beasties. I couldn't possibly ask it of you. It's too dangerous.
Oh, come on now. We'll not hear of you.
Is everything okay? Well now. Visitors, is it? Welcome to Inderno, one and all.
Thank you. But are you sure you're all right?
All right, she asks. Huh, sure. If the mayor's wee brother not having woken up for a whole blessed week's your idea of all right, we're grand altogether.
What's the matter with him? Is he sick or something?
His wife died, not so long back. He's been inconsolable ever since. He was dead keen to see her just one last time. Even if it was only in his imagination, he said. So I gave him a bit of dream snoozer.
Oh, I think I've heard of that. It's a medicine that allows one to dream of whatever one wants, isn't it?
That's the one. Glyn went and necked the lot. Bosh, just like that. And now he's been sleeping for 7 days straight. At this rate, I don't know if he'll ever...
But if you find some of this loon clover stuff you mentioned, you might be able to help him?
I reckon so, yeah. We'll need it if we're wanted to make some more dream snoozers, see. If I knock back a dose myself and lay down next to him, I can join him there in Sleepyland. See if we can't figure out what's been afoot.
Eh? You're saying you'll be able to jump into his dreams? I didn't even know that was possible.
Not for everyone, it's not.
That's an asterisk.
So you're familiar with these little yolks, eh?
Yeah, we have a few of our own.
Well, now there's a thing. And you know, I'm reluctant to go using it willy-nilly. 'Tis a gift horse not to be stared in the mouth, or so they say. But I doubt I'll be getting myself any loon clover without it.
Then why don't we get the loon clover for you?
I won't hear of it. The forest's alive with monsters. How could I ask a thing like that of you? Sure, we're only after just having met.
Oh, don't you worry about us. We eat monsters for breakfast.
Well, if you really mean it. Oh, thanks a million. I'll be back at the house getting the other bits and bobs ready. You're saints, the lot of you.
Right, so I will do this side quest off stream. My guess is that is going to be a... if he has an asterisk, I'm guessing we'll be able to get that from him. Apparently, aha, there's a chest. In the meantime, I want to continue on with the main quest. Okay, directions, there we go. So I want to try and get over this bridge. This is a new chapter, so I'm kind of expecting to see our good friend Croft at some point as well. Oh, of course, yes.
All hands on deck. Here I go.
Creepy. Vengeful souls and a dusk wizzy. I love the design for these wizzies. That looks so cool.
Another one beats the dust.
Hardly worth the bother.
Weird.
You okay, Adele?
I'm sure this place used to be a lot colder. There was a huge glacier right there. No trace of it now, though.
Could it have melted? That might explain the sudden change in the sea levels.
The wisdom of the line of Musa lives on in you, I see.
Huh? Who said that?
Aye, down here.
Oh,
Whoa.
what?
It's some kind of weird lizard.
It's very rude to call us lizards, I'll have you
It's
know.
a dragon!
Gwillem! Hey there, little guy. It's been a while.
You two know each other?
Sure, we ran into each other once or twice when I was in the area.
You understand us and can speak our language. You're a dragon, aren't you?
A dragon? Like a monster from a kid's story?
First lizard, now monster. You're not very nice, are you? I am Mighty Gwillem, of the ancient and venerated Draconic line.
And what brings you this close to town, Mighty Gwillem?
The stink of death, actually. I followed it here all the way from home.
What do you mean, the stink of death?
Well, how can I put it? It's like the smell of lots of life disappearing. Human life, to be precise. Can I come with you? I want to go and see what's been going on for myself. Oh, I'm also supposed to tell you.
In you go.
Wait, I need to tell it.
You just stay nice and quiet in there, okay?
How very dare you! Did you not hear the part about me being of the noble Draconic line?
Oh, quit being such a baby. It won't be for long.
I feel like Adele is hiding something. There's a couple of things that have happened previously in the story that have made me wonder if there's not more to her than just being a mercenary. And the fact that now she knew about this place that Gloria didn't know about. She's friends with a dragon and stopped him from saying something. Definitely something sus going on there. So I was looking for the save menu. I'm hoping this town is going to have a bunch of interesting equipment for me now as well. But I'm also guessing glaciers melting means fire crystal.
Well, nothing much seems amiss round here. Looks like a nice, safe, normal little town to me.
Well, looks can be deceiving. This is where the death smell's coming from for sure. Ugh, that stinks of it. Oh, while I've got your attention, I'm supposed to...
I thought I told you to stay in there and be quiet.
No, wait!
Have you heard? They found another fairy.
Another one? Cool. It beggars belief.
Yeah, they're just about to call upon the Lord's judgment now.
Really? Blimey. Better get down to the square quick then, eh?
First dragons, now fairies. I take back what I said about this place being normal.
But didn't the fairies all disappear many years ago?
Yeah. I mean, at least I heard they did.
They mentioned the Lord's judgment. Does that mean they're going to ask some kind of god to help them?
That would be my guess, yeah. But this being Rheimdall, they'd be asking a dragon. They have those instead of gods here. I've never heard of anything like this happening here before, though.
Guess we better go take a look at this judgment for ourselves.
Ooh. Ominous. Okay, cool. So now I can fast travel again. Perfect. Because... Let's see. Can I go in here? And... No chesties. No chests. No. Oh, yes. Random clicking for the win. So that seems to be where I want to go. I have the inn here. Okay. I don't want to rest necessarily. Store up here. So let's go check that out. Why can I not go up the stairs? Oh, you're blocking me. Hey, weirdo. Gotta do that first, so let's just check. Let's see, judgments are sacred ritual. Welcome to watch, but don't make a nuisance of yourself.
You stand accused of the most heinous of crimes, that of being a nefarious fairy in disguise.
But, Bishop Helio, I never...
Hush, child. I pray as fervently as you do that these abominable accusations are proved false. But though a single drop of wine tainteth a pail of clearest water, still doth the blemish remain. Such is the nature of suspicion. And so we turn to the purifying judgment of the holy, that your innocence might be demonstrated beyond all doubt. Call upon the Lord of Dragons, who watcheth o'er us all. Ask of him that your guiltlessness be confirmed.
All right. I hereby call upon your judgment. Lord of Dragons, watch over me!
Lord of Dragons, watch over us all!
Lord of Dragons, watch over us all!
What's going on here? This doesn't feel right. She jumped!
Lord of Dragons, watch over us all!
Lord of Dragons, watch over us all!
Why are you all just standing there? She jumped, damn it!
Straight into the arms of the Lord!
That she might be judged and found free of sin.
She'll... If her faith is strong, she will be returned to us soon enough. Archbishop Dominic!
But how can you be sure?
How dare you ask such a thing? And of the Archbishop, too!
Come, children. We cannot expect these wanderers to know of our ways. Grimdal welcomes you with open arms, friends. Join me at the Hall of High Holies. There I will teach you a little of his draconic majesty.
My sister was no fairy. How could they?
If this is what they're up to, it's no wonder the place stinks so bad.
This wasn't the first time, was it?
Not even close, I'm afraid.
Sounds like we need to go and ask a certain someone a few questions. To the Hall of High Holies.
You sure we want to just go barging in there?
It's not barging in if he invited us, is it?
Guess it's as good a place as any to ask about the fire crystal.
Yes. Come on.
Man, this game is just getting darker by the second. It's actually kind of ridiculous. But with that, it looks like I'm coming up to the 2-hour mark, so this is probably a good time to stop as well, since it doesn't seem like we're stuck in the middle of the story, so that means that I can do some grinding and side questing off stream. Thank you very much if you tuned in on the live stream tonight. I really appreciate it. If you didn't, you can catch this on my YouTube channel as well, where I post all of my previously cut versions, these days just the full long plays as I stream them. Thank you very much for joining. Starting this week, I am aiming to stream twice a week. I will continue playing some story-driven games on Saturdays, so those will be my long plays, or my let's plays specifically, of first continuing with Bravely Default 2. After that, I am either going to play God of War, which I still haven't finished, or Deus Ex Mankind Divided, I think was the second one, which again also haven't played it. It's been on my backlog forever. I've been avoiding a lot of these games that take too long to play, but I'm using the live streaming as an opportunity to do so. I will also try and stream on Thursdays. For Thursdays, I will most likely be playing one of my main games. I've been thinking of getting back into Diablo 3 now with the new Season 23 that just started, or I will continue my playthrough. I still have some of the final quests in Monster Hunter World to do, and I'm making my way through the high rank hunt on Monster Hunter Rise, so most likely one of those 3 will be my streams on Thursdays. So I hope you all have a lovely weekend further, and I'll catch you next time.